Title: Phoenix, Kintsugi, and Ragnarok, Ancient Rituals for Rebuilding Self-Belief. Philosophy Spotlight: Stoicism. Stoicism, the ancient Greek and Roman doctrine of inner resilience, teaches that while we cannot control external events, we can command our reaction to them. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor-philosopher, reminds us, "You can't control what happens to you, but you can control your response." Seneca urged, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy." Epictetus declared, "It's not what happens, but how we interpret it that matters." From Stoicism, 3 lessons illuminate our journey to self-belief. 1. Discipline of perception. By examining our thoughts, we reduce emotional turbulence and maintain clarity. 2. Acceptance of impermanence. Understanding that change is constant frees us from attachment and fear. 3. Purpose-driven action. Aligning daily choices with long-term values turns adversity into purposeful progress. These pillars support the ancient rituals of the Phoenix, Kintsugi, and Ragnarok. Each story offers a template for rebirth in the face of failure or doubt. Let us explore 5 chapters where historical wisdom meets modern practice and discover how you can ignite your own resilient fire. Chapter 1: The Phoenix's Flight. In the heart of Greek lore, the phoenix was a magnificent bird that lived for 1,000 years before setting itself ablaze, only to rise anew from the ashes, reborn stronger and brighter. The tale, told by poets like Aesop and captured in the scrolls of the Lyceum, served as a powerful symbol of cyclical renewal. For today's high-stakes world, where job losses, digital failures, and personal setbacks feel relentless, this myth invites us to view setbacks not as endings, but as catalysts for reinvention. The insight? A setback is merely a pause before a new beginning if we allow it to ignite the flames within. How can you apply this today? After a missed promotion or a social mishap, pause to reflect on what you can learn. Write down one skill or quality you can develop that would empower you for the next opportunity. Picture your future self soaring like the phoenix, turning trials into triumph. In conclusion, the phoenix reminds us that strength is earned, not inherited. Each flame that burns out is a deliberate act of self-desire, to rise again with a wiser heart. Call to action. If this story sparked a flame in you, like this video, share it with someone who needs to reignite their ambition, and subscribe for more ancient guidance turned modern strategy. Reflective question: what is the current ash you are ready to leave behind, and what form will your reborn self take? Chapter 2: Kintsugi, the art of precious brokenness. Japanese artisans perfected kintsugi, the technique of mending broken pottery with lacquer mixed with gold, silver, or platinum. Instead of concealing cracks, the breakages become glorious accents, enhancing the object's beauty and value. The wisdom originates in the Edo period when war destroyed homes and hearts alike. When we translate kintsugi into personal growth, the message is simple. Our scars are sources of value, not shame. The practical lesson for businesses: turning a failed project into a learning milestone can transform a company's culture from one of fear to one of innovation. To apply it today, choose a recent setback, perhaps a failed presentation or a lost client, and rewrite the narrative. Identify the lesson it teaches and publicly share it with your team or network, framing it as a golden patch that will strengthen future endeavors. The conclusion is that vulnerability, when embraced, turns into a unique strength. By celebrating the cracks we all carry, we forge resilience that is both authentic and admired. Call to action: if you feel your broken moments can be gilded, like this video and share it with someone who needs to see their own value. Don't forget to subscribe for a future series on turning wounds into wisdom. Reflective question: how can you reinterpret one of your current imperfections as a feature that enhances your personal or professional narrative? Chapter 3: Ragnarok, the Norse Reset. Ragnarok, the Norse apocalypse, depicts a cataclysmic battle that consumes the world only for a new, purified earth to emerge. The sagas recount that even the gods are not immune to destruction, yet they foresee renewal. The profound concept is that destruction is not an end. It is a necessary stage for rebirth. In contemporary business, this resembles the strategy of disruptive innovation. Companies like Kodak or Blockbuster failed spectacularly, yet new enterprises like Apple or Netflix rose from the ashes. The lesson here is to embrace systemic disruption as an opportunity to reimagine models and markets. Apply this today by questioning the status quo in your workplace. Is there a system or process that could be torn down to install a more resilient, efficient structure? Begin by drafting a bold proposal, even if current norms seem unyielding. In conclusion, Ragnarok reminds us that every cycle of ruin carries within it the promise of rebirth for those bold enough to accept it. Call to action. If you're ready to dismantle the old to build the new, like this video, share your revolutionary idea with a colleague, and subscribe for stories on turning collapse into creation. Reflective question. What existing world, in your life or career, is ripe for the renewal promised by your own personal Ragnarok? Chapter 4, The Greek Tale of Persephone, Choosing Between Seasons. In Greek mythology, Persephone, daughter of Demeter, was abducted by Hades and spent half her year entwined in the underworld. Demeter's grief plunged the world into winter. When Persephone returned, spring blossomed. This story teaches the power of choice. We can decide how to spend our time in varying circumstances. The modern lesson for self-belief is that we can choose our mindset during hardship. Do we see our winter as a drought or an opportunity for deep root growth? To apply this, set a daily intention to focus on one small strength. For instance, if you lack confidence at work, decide each morning to practice a powerful closing statement before a meeting. Your summer will follow. Conclusion. Persephone's cycle forces us to accept that seasons change, but the gardener, our inner self, decides what to grow within each phase. Call to action. If selecting your own season has sparked insight, give this video a like, share with someone battling a storm, and subscribe to keep the garden of your mind flourishing. Reflective question. In which season of your life do you want to make the most profound shift, and what small act can you commit to today to nurture that chain? Chapter 5, Marcus Aurelius's Morning Reflection. One of the finest Stoic practices is the emperor's daily review. Early each morning, Marcus Aurelius would contemplate the day's challenges, asking, what will occur? Who will arrive? What will we face? How will I respond? By preparing mentally, he ensured clarity and calm as the day unfolded. For modern leaders, a similar ritual can fortify self-belief and proactive behavior. The insight, intention sets the stage for agency. Apply this today by carving 10 minutes before dawn or before starting your work to write a concise, battle plan for the day. List 3 high-impact tasks, anticipate potential obstacles, and decide your intentional responses. Conclusion. Just as the emperor's mind steeled him for Rome's trials, your daily intention primes you for personal victories, amplifying confidence and purpose. Call to action. If the idea of a daily strategic reflection excites you, press like, spread the wisdom to a colleague who could use a sharper focus, and subscribe for deeper tools to build unshakable self-belief. Reflective question. What key intention will you set this morning that will transform potential anxieties into confident actions? Closing thoughts. Across cultures and centuries, the motifs of Phoenix, Kintsugi, and Ragnarok echo a universal truth. From ruins, renewal; from cracks, strength; from end, a new beginning. Stoicism scaffolds these myths, offering a disciplined mindset that transforms external events into opportunities for growth. Apply these teachings. Treat setbacks as the phoenix's flame. Embrace scars as Kintsugi's gold. Use catastrophes as your own Ragnarok. Choose how you will thrive across seasons. Anchor each day with a Stoic reflection. With these practices, self-belief not only survives adversity, it ascends, shimmering with the lessons of ages past. Final call to action. If you found value in this journey, smash the like button, share with someone who needs a boost, and subscribe so we can continue exploring ancient wisdom for modern mastery. Reflective question for the audience. How will you integrate one mythic ritual into your daily routine to foster unbreakable self-belief?